Once upon a time, there was a young adventurer named Max, who lived in a small village on the edge of the enchanted Rainbow Island. Max had always been fascinated by the stories he had heard about the lost treasure of Rainbow Island, and the happiness and good luck it would bring to whoever found it. One day, Max decided he would be the one to find the lost treasure. He packed his backpack with food, water, and other supplies, said goodbye to his parents, and set off on his journey. As Max made his way through the forest, he heard a strange noise coming from a nearby tree. He approached the tree and was surprised to see a talking parrot perched on a branch. The parrot introduced himself as Polly and said he had been waiting for someone like Max to come along. Max and Polly quickly became friends, and Polly agreed to help Max on his quest for the lost treasure. With a new friend by his side, Max was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead on his journey to find the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. Max and Polly continued their journey through the forest, eager to find the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. As they walked, they came across a mischievous monkey named Morty, who was causing trouble for the other creatures in the forest. Max and Polly decided to help Morty see the error of his ways, and, with some patience and persistence, they were able to turn Morty into a helpful and friendly companion. With Morty by their side, the three friends continued on their journey, facing new challenges and overcoming obstacles along the way. Morty proved to be a valuable asset to their team, using his cunning and agility to help them navigate the forest and overcome the difficulties they encountered. The journey was not easy, but with their newfound friendship and determination, Max, Polly, and Morty were confident they would be able to find the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. With Morty by their side, Max, Polly, and Morty set off on their journey to find the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. They traveled through the dense forest, crossing rivers and climbing steep cliffs. As they walked, they encountered all sorts of creatures, both friendly and not so friendly. But they pressed on, determined to reach their goal. One day, they came across a clearing, and in the center of the clearing stood a large and imposing castle. The castle was said to be the home of the powerful wizard who guarded the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. The friends approached the castle with caution, knowing that the wizard was known to be fiercely protective of the treasure. But they were determined to try and find a way inside, and find the lost treasure they had been searching for. As Max, Polly, and Morty approached the castle, they were met with their first obstacle. The castle was surrounded by a moat filled with dangerous creatures, and the only way to cross was by using a narrow and rickety bridge. Morty, being the nimblest of the three, offered to go first and test the bridge to make sure it was safe. As Morty stepped onto the bridge, it creaked and groaned under his weight. Suddenly, the creatures in the moat began to stir, and Morty realized he was in danger. But with quick thinking and a bit of bravery, Morty was able to make it across the bridge and safely reach the other side. Max and Polly followed his lead, and soon all three friends were on the other side, ready to face the next challenge. They were determined to find the lost treasure of Rainbow Island, and would not let anything stand in their way. Max, Polly, and Morty finally made it to the castle and began their search for the lost treasure. They explored the castle from top to bottom, looking for any clues or signs that would lead them to the treasure. As they were searching, they stumbled upon a secret room hidden behind a bookshelf. The friends were amazed by what they found in the secret room. It was a workshop filled with all sorts of tools and machinery, and in the center of the room was a large chest. The chest was filled with glittering jewels, gold coins, and other precious treasures. The friends had finally found what they had been searching for, the lost treasure of Rainbow Island. But their joy was short-lived as they heard a voice from behind them. It was the wizard who had been keeping watch over the treasure, and he was not happy about their discovery. The wizard explained to Max, Polly, and Morty that the treasure they had found was not just any ordinary treasure, but was instead the magic of Rainbow Island. He told them that the treasure had the power to bring happiness and joy to all the creatures on the island, and that it was his job to protect it. The wizard went on to say that in order for the magic to work, it had to be kept safe and not taken from the island. He also told the friends that they had passed a test of bravery and friendship by finding the treasure, and that they were now the new protectors of the magic of Rainbow Island. The friends were stunned and honored by the responsibility that had been given to them, and they vowed to always keep the magic safe and use it for good. With their newfound responsibility, Max, Polly, and Morty set out on a new quest to find more clues about the magic of Rainbow Island. They traveled to different parts of the island, meeting new creatures and making new friends along the way. They searched high and low, asking questions and gathering information about the magic. One day, they came across an old map that showed the location of hidden caves filled with even more treasures. The friends were excited about their new discovery and set off to find the caves. However, they soon realized that the caves were guarded by a fierce dragon, and that they would have to use all of their courage and cunning to get past the dragon and find the treasures within. Max, Polly, and Morty finally arrived at the entrance to the caves, and they could hear the roar of the dragon echoing through the caverns. The friends were scared, but they also knew that they had to find the treasures in the caves in order to learn more about the magic of Rainbow Island. They took a deep breath and stepped inside. The dragon was waiting for them, and it breathed fire at them as soon as they entered the caves. But the friends were quick, and they used their wits and teamwork to dodge the fire and get closer to the dragon. They eventually were able to calm the dragon down and learned that it was guarding the caves not to keep intruders out, but to keep the treasures inside safe from those who might misuse them. The friends were amazed by the dragon's kindness and bravery, and they continued on their journey, filled with newfound courage and determination. As Max, Polly, and Morty continued deeper into the caves, they came across a large door that seemed to be the final barrier to the treasures within. However, the door was guarded by a series of puzzles and riddles that the friends would have to solve in order to get through. The friends were determined to complete the final challenge and learn more about the magic of Rainbow Island. The friends worked together, using all of their knowledge and skills to solve the puzzles and riddles. They finally made it to the end and unlocked the door, revealing a room filled with glittering treasures and ancient artifacts. They were amazed by what they saw, and they quickly realized that these treasures held the key to unlocking the full power of the magic of Rainbow Island. The friends were elated, and they knew that their journey had finally come to an end. Max, Polly, and Morty carefully examined the treasures in the room, taking in all of the sights and sounds of the amazing artifacts. They were fascinated by the history and magic of Rainbow Island, and they realized that they had truly found the lost treasure. The friends decided to take a piece of the treasure back with them as a symbol of their adventure and the magic of Rainbow Island. They said goodbye to the dragon and the wizard, and they made their way back to the mainland. They knew that they would always remember their journey and the lessons they had learned about courage, friendship, and the power of magic. They also knew that they would always be protectors of the magic of Rainbow Island, and that they would pass their knowledge and the treasure down to future generations. And so, the lost treasure of Rainbow Island was found, and the friends' adventure came to an end. Max, Polly, and Morty returned home with their treasure, eager to show their families what they had accomplished on their incredible adventure. They were greeted with open arms, and everyone was amazed by the story of their journey and the magic of Rainbow Island. The friends showed off the treasure, and they talked about all of the things they had learned during their adventure. They had grown closer as friends, and they had gained a greater appreciation for the world around them. They knew that they would never forget their journey, and that the memories of Rainbow Island would stay with them forever. And so, the friends settled back into their normal lives, but they remained adventurers at heart, always looking for their next big adventure and the magic that lay just beyond the horizon. As the friends shared their story and showed off the treasure, the happiness and magic of Rainbow Island began to spread throughout the community. People were inspired by the bravery and determination of Max, Polly, and Morty, and they wanted to experience the same sense of wonder and adventure for themselves. Soon, more and more people were making the journey to Rainbow Island, eager to explore the caves, solve the puzzles, and discover the magic for themselves. The island became a destination for travelers and adventurers from all over the world, and its popularity only continued to grow. The friends were proud to have been a part of it all, and they were happy to see the happiness and magic of Rainbow Island spreading to others. And so, the legacy of the lost treasure of Rainbow Island lived on, inspiring generations to come.